What's going on, everyone? This is Fred, Fredian.com, and today I thought that I'd go over my 2017 everyday carry. All right, so some of you already know that recently I moved from San Diego, California to a new state, Oregon. And with that move, I figured I need to be a little bit more prepared and update my EDC. So there's a big difference between San Diego and Oregon. The people are different, the lifestyle is different, and the weather is different. There's actually seasons here. And I recently just experienced my first snow season. But yeah, I've never done a video like this on my channel, but it is a topic I do enjoy. And it'd be cool if you guys tell me what you carry every day. All right, so let's get started. We'll just start off with the basics. This is an iPhone 6 Plus S, and it does have the Apple leather case from the Apple Store. This case is actually pretty awesome. A couple years ago, I started getting really into leather, so I really like the leather aspect of this case, and also it's put on a nice patina over the years. So it's a really nice case. The fit is perfect. Now I do keep my phone in my front left pocket. I love it. All right, so next up is my keys. Now, pretty basic. I just have my Jeep key. And what's nice about this is, like I mentioned, I was into leather and I started getting into leather craft. So this is something that I made, and basically it's kind of like an orbit key where I have some additional keys that kind of swing out like a Swiss Army knife. So that's pretty cool. And for my keys, I do have this military style clip, and I hook it onto my belt loop on my right side. Next up is my wallet. Now it's a pretty basic wallet, basic in design, not really in cost. Now the thing about this wallet is, if you actually look in my very first videos that I posted on my channel, you'll see that I have a live concert video of a band called Thrice. Now Thrice was my favorite band growing up in high school, and their lead guitarist actually became a leather crafter. So, you know, I got this. They're called Tyrannishi Studios. Now I don't know if you can see the logo, it's pretty worn, but this is very high quality leather. It's I believe it's Horween leather, and it's just aged really nicely. And just kind of like my phone, it's put on a nice patina. I don't tend to carry cash, so this has been perfect for me. And I put this in my right front pocket. And of course we have my watch. Now this watch is made by Movement, and it's the perfect everyday watch for me. Now I have several different watches, from fancier watches to more durable, rugged G-Shock type watches. But I really wanted something that was kind of in between, something that looked nice, but also I could use every day casually. And my girlfriend actually got me this a couple of months ago, and I really dig it. I'm not exactly sure how much this is, but actually I'll put a link to everything I have in this video in the description down below. So if you're interested in getting it yourself, you could go ahead and do that. But yeah, this is a great watch. But to be honest, I don't really use watches to tell time. I kind of use my phone for that. This is basically just like an accessory item for me. Next up, we have my pocket knife. This is a Benchmade mini griptilian, and it has the access locking mechanism, super quick deployment, and a super strong lock. Now, the knife that I had before this is actually fairly new too. I used to carry a Spyderco Delica 4, which was also a great knife, but I somehow lost it. I'm not sure exactly where it went, but that's why I chose yellow for this knife, is so I'm hoping that it'll be easier to see if I do lose it somewhere. But I love this knife too. This is an awesome knife. And here's something new that I didn't carry before. This is a flashlight. This one is an Olight S2R, and this is pretty incredible. It's an LED flashlight, and it has a few different modes on it. And I don't know if you could tell the different settings, and it also has a strobe effect if you click it 3 times. So that's pretty cool. It also has a magnetic rechargeable base. But so far, I mean, this is pretty awesome. I really like this light. The one thing about a flashlight is I never knew how much I would use a flashlight until I actually started carrying it. I mean, anything from if you were to drop something underneath your car seat, or you know, getting the mail at night. I mean, the flashlight has come in handy, you know, pretty often. And I keep this on my left side pocket. All right, so that's pretty much it for my basic carry items. Now let's talk about my concealed carry weapon. Now this is the reason why I titled this video the way I did, is because my family, they don't know that I carry a firearm with me every single day. They don't even know I own a gun. Now I wouldn't say it's due to the fact that they're anti-gun or anything like that, but we're from California and there's a lot of restrictions with guns in California. So I would say it's more, the lack of knowledge and understanding of firearms. We didn't grow up hunting or anything like that. So there's a few reasons why I did decide to start carrying a firearm. First one being that I'm in Oregon now, and Oregon is a pretty gun-friendly state. So anyone that is legally allowed to own a gun can actually open carry it without any permits or licenses. Open carry meaning that you have it on your body that is not hidden. So theoretically, I could walk around with a gun on my leg and be perfectly fine, perfectly legal. But what I have decided to do is to concealed carry, and that means have it on my body but completely hidden. So basically, if I'm walking around and I have my gun on me, nobody should know that I am carrying a gun. And with that, you do need a concealed handguns license and also take the appropriate training courses to show that you can handle a firearm. So I've done all of that, and I actually plan on taking more classes, more advanced classes, because I do take this very seriously, and it's no joke for me. And other reasons why I decided to carry a firearm is that I do like to go hiking, I do like to go camping, I do walk my dog at night, and this is not San Diego anymore. It's not California anymore. It is kind of woodsy. It gets dark pretty early. There is wildlife out there, and it tends to be pretty quiet at night. Pretty quiet, and not a lot of people out, not a lot of cops out. So there is potential risks, and I would fully hope and say that the likelihood of being attacked is unlikely, but if it did happen, I feel more comfortable knowing that I'm prepared. So that's kind of the reasons why I have decided to concealed carry. So mom and dad, that's why. All right, so let's just get into it. What I have decided to use as my carry weapon is a Glock 26. It's a 9mm and it holds 10 rounds. And to show you, it is unloaded, and it's a nice little gun. It's definitely easy to conceal. Now I did have to add in a Pierce pinky extension. Now this doesn't add any additional rounds, it's just an extension on the grip. So I definitely like it. It's very comfortable, it's small, it's easy to hide, and it's what it was designed for. Now I also carry a spare mag. This is the factory Glock 26 10-round magazine, but this one I do have an extension plate that adds additional rounds, made by Barracuda Tacticals. It's advertised as a +3, but I can actually fit a +4. I have tested this with probably 200 rounds, and it's worked flawlessly. So I'm pretty confident that it will work, but this is my backup mag. So I want to move on to the holsters that I use. I do use Kydex holsters. This one is made by Vetters. It's got the carbon fiber look, pretty cool. It has a really nice clip on it. And the reason why I like this Kydex holster is the fit. I mean, this thing is just molded perfectly, and you can hear the click when it locks in, and this thing is not coming out. But it's also at the same time easy to draw. And I have the same thing, but in blood red, for my mag holster. It's also by Vetters. I do carry both of these appendix, which means I carry it both in front. Alright, so that's pretty much everything that I carry with me every day. Now, some of you might be watching this video and think that I'm not carrying enough, and others might think that I'm carrying too much. So it kind of just depends on who you are, where you're from, and what you're used to. But for now, at least, This is pretty much all that I need for everyday use. I may add in like a multi-tool. I am looking at a Leatherman Wave, so that might be put into my rotation pretty shortly. But other than that, I mean, everything is good. I do have to say one thing though, is that if you do decide to carry a lot of items, especially a concealed carry weapon, when it's holstered on your belt, having a good belt makes a huge difference. Now, I do have a tactical belt made by Blue Alpha Gear, and it's a double nylon belt with a Cobra clip. It's pretty awesome. It's very rigid and stiff, but yet it flexes, so it's not uncomfortable in any way. And having a good belt makes a huge difference. But that's pretty much it. Actually, there is one more thing. Since I do make a lot of videos and I also build a lot of websites, I like to have my camera gear and my computer with me, you know, whenever I am going to be working. Now, I don't carry this every single day, but when I know if I'm going to a coffee shop or if I'm going to a friend's house to do some work, this is the bag that I take. This is a bag made by Thule, and it's really nice. So on the bottom, you unzip it and you can put all your camera gear in the bottom. It has little slots for it. For me, I just take my Canon 70D with a 18-22 lens, and that's pretty much all I use. Also with a Rode video mic, and that all fits in here perfectly. I can even put in my charger and a portable hard drive. So it has everything I need all up here, but at the same time, it has a lot of room on top. So this could, you know, house, I mean, basically anything, really, whatever you want. It also has some additional pockets in the front. Now, since this is my work bag, I also need a place to hold my laptop, and the back unzips, and there's a lot of padding right here. And this could fit up to a 15-inch laptop. You just stick it right in and zip it up. And also, I guess since it's here, I can mention this, is I like to stay hydrated, and when I do, I always carry my hydro flask. So that's my 2017 everyday carry. And if you guys have any suggestions on how I can improve my system, definitely let me know. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.